Hi guys, we are in the town called Pruchnik. It is Carpathian Mountains, Eastern Europe, like 100 kilometers or even less kilometers from Ukrainian border. This is a small town. As you see, we are on the market square, which is very small and nice. This town is located like 10 kilometers from A4 highway, from which you can get from Germany in 6 hours or from Krakow in 2 hours. So the way is to show you a really special entry to Bieszczady Mountains, the Mecca of bikers in Poland. So we start the tour. Let's focus. I hope you will enjoy it.
In today's video I will show tight twisties in this area, long curves for sailing at fast speed, off-road places, hanging bridges on the Sun River, and the longest railway bunker in the world where Hitler was hiding with whole train. In the movie I ride the newest 72 horse-powered 200 kg Yamaha Tenere and 112 horsepower 260 kg Yamaha Super Tenere. Before I start, a few words about Bieszczady. These mountains of the Carpathians in the southern part of Poland are rather low. The highest peak here is Tarnica, 1346 meters. For a long time it was the wildest part of Poland. The wood industry was here and people used to go hunting. The most famous routes in this area are the so-called Small Bieszczady Ring Road, 105 kilometers, 2-hour drive around Lake Solina, and the large ring road, which is 147 kilometers long and about 3 hours drive. They both start at Bieszczady Gate in the city of Lesko.
So what we do now, we will now enter Bieszczady via Lesko, which is the gateway to Bieszczady, and I will try to show you a special bridge on the Sun River and all the other nice places. So stay with me, we are starting the tour, we are starting the circle.
We arrived at the bridge in Bachów. Now, this is a bicycle bridge, because here the green Velo bicycle path passes through it. There are a few of those bridges on the Sun River. I will make separate video about the Valley of the Sun. But on the bridge that you can see here, so far everything what have 4 wheels have ridden. See for yourself. I even saw a pickup truck once here, but I didn't record it. Recently there has been a ban on entry here. The posts have been built in and there is a conflict with residents who cannot visit their relatives and have to go on foot. A similar bridge is several kilometers away and is a bit more curvy. You drive like on tracks because the boards are uneven and make a lot of noise. You also have to be careful not to hit the railings. After the bridge I go south. On the road from Nienadowa to Bircza are some of the best long turns that can be taken with greater speed. Most importantly, visibility is excellent. In Bircza I take the road number 28 Przemyśl-Sanok. This is the road for bikers. Here are bends every now and then because the road leads through the Sanok mountains. Before I turn to Lesko, I cross the Słonne Pass with the largest number of twisties in Poland in one place. As many as 16 of them. You can meet bikers here every day. The tarmac is in perfect shape, so everyone who has 2 wheels trains here. So watch your mirrors behind you.
Hi guys, behind me you see Passo Słonne, so 11 curves in Poland. I think this is the best in Bieszczady Mountains, but I think also in Poland. So a lot of bikers here coming, and also a lot of cars coming here especially. Also you can see police here very often, because there is a lot of accidents. But one of the strongest points to come to to Bieszczady to come across those curves here. Hi guys, we are on Bezmiechowa airfield. So here you can see how beautiful it is here. We see the lovely sunset. So we are on top of the hill here. The road is nice. I will show it in the movie how to get here. But this is one of the best places in Bieszczady mountains, actually next to Lesko. A lot of people resting here. We have a restaurant here, we have a hotel here. Really beautiful place in Bezmiechowa.
In the evening I go to Lesko, which means I actually enter Bieszczady mountains. I stop at the petrol station to purchase the chain spray. Reminder to myself to not forget about this exercise before going to bed. The next day I start from the Solina lake area. The road through Solina to Bukowiec and farther to Czarna on a small ring road is a very scenic road. Driving along the Solina lake for biker, however, is not a lot of fun because of the very large car traffic, as here is the tourist center of this region. That's why I turned to dirt road towards Korodne. There are fewer cars here. The road is in bad shape, but those are real mountains. There are fewer and fewer places where charcoal is burned in the Bieszczady mountains. Those mountains have always been associated with smoke boxes, but due to EU regulations, you can find less and less of them here. Before the village of Lutowiska I enter the large ring road. The road runs through the southern headland in Ustrzyki Górne, along southern border of Poland, and on the other side of beautiful mountain meadows called Połoniny, which are the showcase of the Bieszczady mountains. Before Wetlina village on both sides of the high pass we have 9 twisties. It is here a long time ago I was able to scratch the footpack in Super Tenere for the first time, going back and forth around the twisties.
Guys, we are on Brzegi Górne parking lot. This is the place located on the so-called big circle, and this is the most south road in Poland located. We just came from upper Passo, which is like 900 meters, but overall those mountains are not that high. The highest one I think it's like close to 2000 meters in Bieszczady, and the road, as you see, is quite good. Quite a lot of motorbikes and quite a lot of cars. A lot of people go up there to Połoniny, which is the flat space on the top. You can walk it and enjoy the mountains. Very popular place, and actually Bieszczady is a mecca for motorbikers in Poland. So all the bikers in Poland come to Bieszczady to ride on those curvy roads.
I continue west towards Cisna. I drive through Wetlina and Strzewowiska. On this track you will find a nice restaurant for dinner. It is close to every mountain trail, but the number of beds to overnight in the season is limited. In Cisna, I recommend stopping in the market square and walking around the nearby bars, or drive a few kilometers farther and ride the Bieszczady narrow gauge railway, which used to transport wood and now carries tourists. I leave Cisna towards Komańcza. The road continues along the border with Slovakia and through Dukla and Korlice town. It's a very nice fast bike trail with little traffic to reach Bieszczady from south of Poland if you do not want to suffer on highway. Again, we can find here nice long turns, sheep graze in the surrounding meadows, and you can buy cheese from the shepherd. Leaving Bieszczady near Strzyżów town, I come across a local attraction. Do you know that here is the world's longest railway bunker?
Hi guys, we are in front of the longest in Europe bunker. This bunker was to hide the train, and the train, it was the Hitler was traveling to the Eastern Front in 1940-41, and he had on his way from Berlin to Eastern Front, he had 3 places to stop the train and hide the train if the bombing would come. So this bunker here is 383 meters long, able to carry the whole train. The buildings up there were compressor room and electricity room to fix all the supply for the train. There was also a reserve tunnel not far from here in Strzyżów. If something goes wrong, the train could hide in the tunnel. And let's look how it is inside. As you see, it's dark and cold here. The tunnel is going a little bit to the left. So, and you hear the echo here. And there is a huge steel door in front of me, which were locking the place that the train would be safely locked. There is also several bunkers around this bunker where the team was protecting the Hitler. It is just 50 kilometers from Sanok, so 60-70 kilometers from the Bieszczady mountains. Really not far to see a place.
This is where I end my motorbike route. Number 1 to visit for motorbikers in Poland. If you are planning a trip to those mountains, you will certainly need the attached map with my subjective hints. In blue, I mark the tight curves. The number shows the amount of turns on both sides of the pass. In green, there are routes with long curves that can be ridden at higher speeds. The red circles show nice viewpoints in my opinion. If you need more information or think I missed something, write in comments. Hope you enjoy it.